I've been looking for a little pocket pistol. Summer's coming, you know, all of us gets hot out. You wear some shorts. You don't always feel like wearing big baggy clothes to conceal a firearm when you want to just, you know, go out and, you know, grab a bite to eat or run to the store or whatever, right? Just running around town. And you know, I've shot the LCPs, I've shot the Bodyguard, the little Taurus that is looks like well, it's bent, weird, but none of them have ever really appealed to me. And just out of coincidence, my cousin, who I didn't even know had this 380, she decided she was going to sell it, and she prefers her revolver. So I borrowed it. I wanted to shoot it, and they've talked about. I've heard stories about people who had, you know, stovepiping and failure to feed, and you know, failure to eject, and all kinds of stories and stuff. So I thought, okay, what better way than to just buy some cheap ammo? And by cheap, I mean inexpensive, not necessarily bad ammo, but you know. So I found a box of $14 Fiocchi ammo, and I thought, okay, that'll work. And it also came with two magazines filled with ammo that I don't even know what it was for sure. So we went out to the range and put this little guy to the test, and you know, it's a little bit short, but you know, I expect that. My pinky hangs over the bottom here, and so that's okay because it serves a very specific purpose, right? It goes in my pocket, and if I had a big long handle here, well, I might as well just carry the Glock 19 or 17, which I have. But I wanted something nice and thin that I could just put in my pocket and not have to wear a belt and a holster or, you know, a shoulder holster or anything in big baggy clothes. Now there's some stuff, you know, obviously about the ammo performance, and I understand that, but something is better than nothing. But the 380s are apparently coming a long ways, especially with the Underwood ammo. There's quite a few videos out there where they've done some ballistic testing, and we're going to do that actually this not too far from now. But I wanted to just go out there. I wanted to rapid fire it. I wanted to test for accuracy and see what this little guy does. And so when I picked this up, the gun was dirty, and I thought, you know, I should probably clean it all up and oil it, and you know, be nice to it. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to shoot it dirty. I'm not going to clean it. I'm going to make it dirtier just because I want to see, you know, is this being dirty going to cause a problem? And it was fairly dirty. It still is. I haven't cleaned it yet. So we went out. We ran the two magazines that were filled, and we also ran a box of Fiocchi 95 grain through it. So this is what it looks like. Let's do a rapid fire test. See if this thing, this is the Fiocchi ammo, so let's see if this thing hangs up. Nope. Let's see what this thing looks like in slow motion. So let's see what this thing does for accuracy. Now, we're out at 30 feet from where I'm shooting to the target. So let's see what it does. So here are some of the rounds. Here. I pulled that one. I knew I did. So I'm just a little bit to the left, but at 30 feet away, you know, you can't complain about that. Not for a 380. Now, bullet performance is a different subject, but we're going to be testing some of the Underwood ammunition, so we'll do that in a later video. Okay, so not bad. Not for a little tiny, you know, I mean, this thing is, it's not big. It's small. It fits in my front pocket with plenty of room. I can get my hand in there, pull it out, no problem at all. This is a, you know, this is probably a generalized statement, but it shoots like a Glock. The trigger is just like a Glock. Quick reset. Very nice. Feels like a Glock, shoots like a Glock. You know, a little bit to the left, but again, you know, I can certainly adjust the sights a little bit. That's just the way I shoot it. Or it could be me, you know, when you're pulling that trigger, it's not hard to move that thing to the left. So, you know, that's the first time I've ever shot this gun, so, but not bad at all. Pretty happy with it. I think I'll go ahead and buy this gun, and we'll do some ammo testing. And I'm pretty impressed with, you know, for something, again, I know there's a lot of naysayers out there about the performance on these, but something is better than nothing, and to get something like this that functions very well and is at 30 feet out of a little stubby gun like this with a little 3-inch barrel, that is not bad. And I am not the world's best pistol shooter either. I'm a rifle shooter, so not a bad deal. So we'll follow this up with some other videos in the future after we've had some more time behind it, and do some ballistic testing and some ballistic gel and things like that. So stay tuned. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we have a lot more coming your way, folks, so stay tuned. Appreciate it.